I'm going to introduce the topic called deep breathing. So what is the purpose of deep breathing, how it helps, and all the instructions, everything I'll give. So we have the habit of taking narrow and shallow breaths continuously. So when it comes to deep breath, how it helps? This is one of the ancient method which our yogis used to implement during their practices to concentrate, to connect with the divines and everything. But in this field, we are going to connect with our goals. How to connect with your goals through your deep breaths, I will explain. See, the better decision making involves with the better breath. Here, your brain will control with your breath. So your breath is a tool which helps you to control your brain activities. In this way, how the deep breath helps. When you place your hand on your abdomen, so this is also known as diaphragmatic breathing and abdominal breathing, whatever we say. We have the habit of using our lungs only 1/3 of the capacity. We are not using fully, even for our irregular lifestyles and regular sleep patterns, or however it is. We never used our lungs completely. So what happens when you use your lungs capacity up to the maximum level? In this deep breathing, we are going to do the same thing. So when you take long and deep inhalation, you will retune your brain, which helps you to connect with the concentration. When you have you ever experienced the emotion called happily angry? No, right? See, when you are angry, your breath will becomes more and more higher. Like you'll, for a particular man, for 1 minute, if you're going with 16 breaths, when you are angry, it will becomes double, 25, 32, it goes up to 40 also. Have you ever felt like when you are sick, your breath will becomes very fast? So this is how your breath is connected with your emotions. Am I right? Have you ever experienced all these things? So when you are happy, it's exactly opposite to that. Your breath will goes deeper and deeper. When you are sleeping, your breath will go deeper and deeper, right? When you take long and deep inhalation, your spine will start flowing the cerebrospinal fluid to the brain, which helps you to activate your pituitary gland, which is known as the master gland. I'm not so good with the science. You people are masters in that. So master gland helps you to activate the whole body, right? So this cerebrospinal fluid will helps you to connect with your brain. That helps you to eliminate your negative emotions, to eliminate your lethargy from the brain. So how to do the deep breath, which helps you to increase your pH levels also. So how to take deep inhalations and exhalations sides? It's very simple. Even have you ever observed the just burn child breath? When you inhale, the stomach will come up. When you exhale, the stomach will go in, right? Am I right? Due to our irregular lifestyles, what happens now, if you observe without your conscious, now you're consciously doing, so automatically it will go with the correct flow only. So when you do it unconsciously, when you inhale, your stomach will go in. When you exhale, your stomach will come. Maximum % of the people are having this issue. If you want, like, you check any of your friends, like when they are not in the conscious stage, that time you check it, it happens. So how to take deep breaths? You, for better understanding, imagine your stomach as a balloon. When you inhale, it will come up. When you exhale, it will go down, right? This is called diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. See, if you wanted to understand better, place your right hand. Do with me for 8 times. Okay. So place your right hand on your abdomen. Left hand should be down. Do whatever the way you want. It's not compulsory. You should not adopt any mudra. Like now, inhale deeply without any thoughts. Take a long and deep inhalation. Exhale completely. Second time, inhale. Continue doing. Exhale. Third time, inhale. Exhale. Fourth time, inhale. Exhale. Fifth time, inhale. Exhale. Sixth time, inhale. If you wanted to have clarity, you can unmute your video so that I can say whether you are doing it correctly or not. Seventh time, inhale. Exhale. Last one more. Eighth time, inhale. Exhale comfortably. Now, gently open your eyes. So, this is called diaphragmatic breathing. Now, we are going to go with the clavicular breathing or intercostal breathing. So, this area we have used, and we have to use this area, and we have to use this area. We have the ability to take deep breaths up to this area. But whereas what we are doing is we are only using 30% of it. We are not using the rest of the part. So how to do the clavicular breathing, that also I'll tell you. Place both the hands exactly parallel to your chest. This is intercostal breathing or thoracic breathing. This helps you to open up your chest. Okay. Inhale deeply. Only your chest area will increase. Your abdomen will not work here. See. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Third time, inhale. Exhale. Am I clear? So in the same way, we are going to do 8 times. Okay. So if you can unmute your videos, like I can see whether you are doing in the correct way or wrong way. Place your both the hands exactly parallel to your chest like this. Yes. Close your eyes. Connect with yourself. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Continue doing. Third time, inhale deeply. Exhale. Fourth time, inhale. Exhale. Fifth time, inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Time, inhale. Exhale. Open your eyes. Are you feeling better? Am I right? See, this is like when you feel so stressed and if you wanted to, sometimes we will do same thing what we did now. Okay? Now, the third breath is intercostal breathing we have completed. Now we are going to work with the clavicular area, collarbone area. So this area also helps when you are taking deep inhalations and exhalations. So how to fill this area? We never had the experience to take inhalations in this area, right? So I will show you how to do. Place both the hands side like this. Okay. Now inhale up to this area where you don't have any space to take more than that level. Deeply. It makes you deeper and deeper. Okay. So the same way. Inhale deeply. These also will be doing 8 times. Inhale deeply. Your hands will be in the same position only. Exhale. Inhale. To people who are having difficulty, they can hold even like this also. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale. Inhale 5. Exhale. Sixth time. Inhale deeply. Now hands, someone asked to repeat it again. Inhale after taking log like this. Inhale deeply up to your collarbone. Exhale. Last two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one time. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Now take your hands down. Close your eyes. Relax yourself. Observe how your body has started resonating after taking all these deep breaths. Don't think about anything, just connect with yourself. Feel how much lighter your body is becoming after doing long and deep inhalations. Gently open your eyes. You feeling better now? This is the one of the highest deep breath, like where you can immediately energize yourself, like where you can feel like means if you are not in a position to read continuously, and if you do this for 888, not more than that, it hardly takes 5 minutes time, then you will immediately start retuning to your studies and retuning to your concentration. It helps you to improve the pH levels, and as I said, the pituitary gland starts working again and again. Now the next one is one more pranayama which helps you to energize yourself. Like sometimes you feel so sleepy and you don't want to study. That times how to overcome that kind of situation, I'll tell you. See, this for this pranayama, I need not to say Ramdev Baba is very famous. You all must be know about him. So Kapalbhati. So how, in which way Kapalbhati helps also, as I explained the deep breathing, now I will help you to how to helps and how to adopt the Kapalbhati also. This helps you to cleanse the frontal brain area. This you can do by sitting in chair also. It's not compulsory that you have to do and sit only in the mat. You can do wherever you want, but the only thing is your spine should be erect when you are doing. When you are relaxing, you can do whatever the way you want. If you wanted to relax even during the session, when I say relax, you can lie down and you can relax comfortably. It is up to you, but the body should not be strained for sitting continuously. Your spine should not hurt. You should not get back pain. Now Kapalbhati, it helps you to clear your frontal bone area, like this area, which helps you to remove negative toxins, which helps you to energize yourself immediately. Like in this way, like when you do forceful exhalations, inhalation will happen, but it happens automatically. You need not to put any effort for the inhalation. Only thing is your exhalation. So automatically when you do forceful exhalation, your stomach will become like a ball. It starts tapping front and back, and those toxins will tie up to the brain, and it starts allowing to remove the negative toxins, negative thoughts and lethargy. Everything will go off with that. I will show you how to do. Sit comfortably. For the ladies, left leg should be up. For the gents, right leg should be up. If you are not in a position to sit, adopt any kind of sitting position. Make sure your spine should be erect. Okay, both the hands will be down. You can hold your knees like this. My back is now straight. Now inhale the same way how we did earlier. Stomach will come up. Exhalation, stomach will pull in. See, if you don't like something, how you'll throw? The same way. So now you are throwing out your toxins through the breath. Inhale deeply. Am I clear? Is everybody able to follow? Is there any issue with the technique? Shall I repeat once again? Yes, yes, perfect. The only thing is your body should not move, only your stomach and your brain. I'll repeat once again. Whoever is having doubt, I'll put the timer for 30 seconds. Like we'll be doing the same for 4 rounds so that you'll get clearly. I will repeat once again. your hands will be, when you are doing these forceful exhalations, your hands will be down. When you are energizing your body, your hands should be up, so that you are absorbing the universal energy. When you are doing this, you are just throwing the toxins down to the floor. Now inhalation should, your stomach will come up. As you are not aware of this breathing, I'm again and again explaining, so that people who are is having doubt, they can clear. If you're still having doubt with your exhalation, place your hand on your abdomen. Inhale deeply, stomach will come up. Pull your stomach in, exhale. Inhale. You can sense to your body. You need not to have any like. So the force will come from the frontal area. The brain will pull out the maximum energy. Am I clear? This we will do 2 rounds. I'll put the timer for 30 seconds. People whoever is having cardiac issues, people whoever is having high BP issues, people whoever is undergoing menstruation issues, they do 1 second, 1 stroke. Rest of the people can go with their maximum capacity. Initially, your brain starts hesitating, like you are not used to take long and deep inhalations like this. So you'll feel heaviness in your head also, but need not to worry. When I say relaxation, that time you can relax it. Okay, let me set with the timer. Set your back straight, head straight. No body will move, only your stomach will move. That's it. For boys, right leg should be up. Now 3, 2, 1. Only cardiac issues, having high BP issues, they have to be very clear. Other people can do it very clearly, no problem. Start doing. Yes. Continue doing. Very good. Stop. Close your eyes. When you relax, have a thought. Day by day, in every way, I am becoming peacefully healthy, peacefully wealthy, peacefully loving, and peacefully blissful. Relax comfortably. We'll go for the next round. Gently open your eyes. Again, I'll put the timer for 30 seconds. People whoever is having doubt in the first round, they can give more conscious for the second round. Now, see, when I say relax, take the support from the back. If your back is hurting, when I say relaxation, after 30 seconds, I'll say relax. That time you can lean back, you can put some pillow on the back side, you can lean back on the mat, whatever the way you want. Relaxation is up to you. You can adopt whatever the way you want. You can always stretch back like this. You can move your feet, because your leg starts becoming numb. If you are continuously sitting, your leg starts becoming numb, and you'll feel numbness in the lower area. So that is why I say for every 30 seconds relaxation. So let me do the second one. 3, 2, 1, go. Go with the maximum efforts. Don't force yourself more than your level.
పెట్టేసి స్క్రీన్ రికార్డ్ పెట్టేసాను, తర్వాత కావాలంటే చేసుకోవచ్చులే. ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నా, బాహుబలి చూస్తా, మామూలుగా కాదు. ఇంకా నేను కూడా ఫోన్ ఆపేసాను రాత్రి. మామూలుగానే నిద్ర వస్తుంది.
Lean back, stretch back, relax yourself, open your legs out, move it.
నేను ఆపేసాను కదా, 9 ఎప్పుడు ఆపేసాను.
Someone has to unmute.
గేమ్ ఆడి తర్వాత ఆపేసాను అనమాట. ఇంకా అమ్మాయి ఏమో ఏమైపోయింది అంట పొద్దున్నే చేసింది. ఈయన చెప్పలేం కదా, గేమ్ ఆడేవి ఇవన్నీ ఎక్కేస్తారు కదా. నిద్ర వచ్చింది, పడుకుని పోయాను అన్నాను.
Chandrasekhar, unmute yourself.
Someone please unmute. Lean back, relax.
Relax.
Stretch your body.
Stretch your
Move
body.
your hands,
Move your hands.
your shoulders. Push
Shoulders.
yourself. Now, last one round is also again the same way. In this, I'm going to give a little more variation. This is for the people whoever is having blockages for their nostrils. During the seasonal changes, you'll get blockages, right? So how to come back immediately? The same Kapalbhati, what we are doing. So you will be closing your right nostril with the right thumb, and the same Kapalbhati. Am I clear? We are doing only one nostril. Okay. The earlier one is we are using both the nostrils, only stomach area. This one, whichever the area is blocking, like people, whoever is having more heat issues, they will block right. People whoever is having cold issues, they will block left. It is connected with both the hemispheres, left hemisphere and right hemisphere of your brain. Okay. This we will be doing 30 seconds again. 3. Am I clear? Right hand, nothing to adapt. No way. That only back should be straight. Cardiac issues, people be very careful. People who are went for the surgeries also be very careful. 3, 2, 1, go. Stop. Relax. This is for the cold. I'm saying most of the cold issues will come with the left nostril blockage only. Now I will make you to do with the right nostril also. As I want to, during your, you just relax yourself, listen to the theory. We have two brains in our body, left brain and right brain. Do you agree with me? So people whoever is left brain using people, they are so strong in thinking, but people who are in using right brain, they are more creative and innovative. So how to balance these both brains to become super conscious in your fields, I will explain you that part also. But before that, left and right connection, I wanted to say, your left nostril is connected with moon, your right nostril is connected with sun. That is the reason heat issues are always connected with your right nostril. Cold issues are always connected with the left nostril. So many people are feeling like, so the body is becoming more heat like that. So for those kind of people, need not to do anything, just sit comfortably the way, even if you're sitting in the chair also, no problem. Inhale from the left nostril, exhale from the left nostril. This is only left in the same Kapalbhati what we did. Now we are going to do with slow inhalations and exhalations. This is like it's individually. If you wanted to make your body like cool, you can do left in, left out. If you wanted to make your body more heat, right in, right out. This is up to you. It's not compulsory as a part of not this session. I'm telling for the people whoever is having personal problems. Now do the same thing with the right nostrils. Now you are going to block your left nostril, doing the same Kapalbhati with right nostril. This is for blockage people. 3, let me set with the timer, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Go as per your count. It's not compulsory that you have to go as per my level. You can go with your most maximum comfortable phase. Because of the cold, people, they clear their nostrils, no problem. Let the toxins come out. whether it is good or bad. Stop. So this is the way you should energize yourself. After eating something, you will feel like sleepy. You don't feel like to study. That time you do this 4 rounds, and the other one also I'll tell. This is Kapalbhati. The other one is Bastrika. So how to do Bastrikas? This helps you to improve your lungs capacity. This helps you to strengthen your lungs for this COVID situation. So relax, you guys relax. Whenever I am saying theory, you relax. Whenever I say start 3 to 1, that time you make sure to your back should be erect. Okay. This I'll be helping you. This will be helping you to cleanse your lungs. This will be helping you to improve your lungs capacity. As I say, how your lungs are connected with cerebrospinal fluid and how it is connected with your brain hemispheres of the brain. So now your hands will be up. This is one more in this physical activity is also involved. So you have to be very careful. People, whoever is having spondylitis issues, whoever undergone for surgeries with the shoulders, don't do this hand movement, only do the body movement. Place your hands up like this. Am I visible? Inhale deeply. Forceful exhalation, no opening of the mouth, only your nostrils. Inhale, 100% inhalation. Put some napkin, need not to worry. Inhale deeply. You can hear my sound, right? How forcefully I'm doing, that much forcefully you have to do. Okay, this we will be doing 11 counts. Okay, continue along with me. Place your hands upward. Inhale deeply. 1. Inhale up. 2. Your hands are coming back like this. Inhale 3. 3. Inhale up. 4. Inhale up. 5. Up. 6. Up. 7. Up. 8. Up. 9. Up. 10. Up. 11. Relax. Now all of your ears are blocked. Am I right? Because you are not used to take long and deep inhalations up to this area, need not to worry. Just close your eyes and do this movement. Then automatically like this. The same feel when the flight is landing, how your ears will block. The same thing will come. Now, are you guys okay? Huh. Now, the next one is meditative breathing. It's like we all see the advertisement, right? That iodine salt advertisement. You remember that girl will come back after using that iodine salt by becoming an IAS. I hope all of you should also become like that. Here, the main concept of that iodine salt is improving your iodine levels in your brain. How to improve iodine levels in your brain? I will tell you. See, I'm not using iodine salt here. I'm using the breath technique, which helps you to connect with your brain. Okay. In this way, I will tell 3 variations. So adopt according to your situation, however you want. The first one is only use either your index finger or your thumb finger or your middle finger. Any finger you can use. Close your ears. Okay. Let me explain clearly. Close your ears. Your tongue is folding and touching with the upper palate. Tongue is touching with the upper palate. Am I clear? Teeth closed. Lips closed. Inhale deeply. Tongue is in the same position with exhalation. you can sense some kind of vibrations starting from your spine touching with your crown of your brain. It will not work within one day. It's a gradual process. Inhalation and exhalation has to be in the normal phase. If you guys are very comfortable with this level, if you wanted to go with the next level, here this pranayama is called Brahmari, humming bee. So how a bee will do the sound, that ma sound, that ma will allow you to connect with your thyroid gland, which helps you to secretize that iodine, which helps you to improve your brain level. And now you understand why I introduced this pranayama. So if you wanted to focus yourself, if you're feeling more stressed, if you wanted to connect, like people, whoever is having meditation habit, if you wanted to observe their silence, getting disturbance with outside issues, do this pranayama. Immediately you will get connected with this. I will tell once again also, need not to worry. I will explain it. In this, you're going to use only your thumb finger. Closing here, we have to close all the sensory organs, but as this starting, I am closing only these ears. If you are connected with this position, tongue folding with the upper palate. You can do it even with full stomach also. After eating also, before, if you are not getting the sleep, do this pranayama, immediately you will fall for the sleep. Touching with the upper palate, tongue. Teeth together, lips closed. Inhale deeply. This we'll do 3 times. Relax comfortably. If you are still having the doubt, don't do anything. Just close, sit comfortably. Repeat the ma kara in om, a, u, ma. That ma will be there, right? Last ma. So repeat the ma by closing, touching your tongue with the upper palate. Do this ma. It helps you to, if you guys, whoever have done perfectly this, you will start getting vibrations exactly this area, because this tongue upper palate is connected with the upper phase of the crown, which is located with your small brain, and which helps you to relax yourself comfortably. If you wanted to relax immediately, do this for 8 times. Everything you have to do either 8 or 11, anything, like it's up to you. The name of this pranayama is Brahmari, humming bee. A bee sound, humming bee. How a bee will come like this. Okay. So far what we covered: full breathing, yogic breathing, abdominal breathing, chest breathing, clavicular breathing. You remember that? Second breathing is Kapalbhati. You remember that? Third breathing is Bastrika. Third one. Fourth one is this ma, Brahmari. These 4 are ultimate breathings you can do. Only that Kapalbhati you are not supposed to do after having your heavy meal. People whoever is having the habit of eating heavy oily foods, they are not supposed to do this Kapalbhati immediately after the meal. Give 15 to 20, at least half an hour break, then do it. Okay. And one more breathing, last breathing for the day. This is called as Anulom Vilom Pranayama, which helps you to cleanse your nervous system, which helps you to purify your blood levels, which helps you to improve your oxygen levels, which helps you to take decisions more and more clear, because it helps. This is balancing pranayama after, as I explained earlier, right and left nostrils. So which helps you to connect with these both the brains. Okay, this pranayama is the ultimate pranayama. Like in asanas, how we will call the Sirshasana as the king of the asanas. The same way this pranayama, this is ultimate pranayama. So this pranayama will helps you to clear all the issues. There is no age limit, there is no health limit. Like everybody can do it. Anyone from the age 8 up to the 100, anyone can do this pranayama. I will explain how to do this pranayama. For ladies, left leg should be up. For the gents, right leg should be up. Whoever is sitting on the chairs, they can sit comfortably. First listen to me, then when I say 3, 2, 1, that time you sit comfortably. Now your left hand should be like this. Am I visible? Yes, perfect. Now this hand you are going to place towards the floors up the ceiling side. Okay. Now your right hand will be hi. Say hi to me. Huh. So in this, you are going to close your index finger first, middle finger. Okay. Am I clear? In this, high, index, middle. That's it. Yes, yes. Tejashwi, third finger up. Yes. Huh. Now, what we are going to do this is the mudra. This is called pranayama mudra. Like this is called Vishnu mudra. There are different names. The only thing why you are going to connect it, this is the symbol for the fire. This is the symbol for the earth. Nashikagra mudra. Yes, Nashikagra mudra. I hope you guys are more fast. Nashikagra mudra. You can adopt this mudra while doing this pranayama. If you are still having the problem for closing your eyes, you can open this and do these two. But the best position is, this is the best position. Murgi mudra also they will call in Karnataka. You can search it. Okay. Now with this, first your inhalation will be from the left nostril. Exhalation from the right nostril. Inhale from the right nostril. Don't do. First observe me. You'll get confused. Exhale from the left nostril. Inhale from, this is one round. I will show again and again. Three times I will show. You guys can see me very clearly. Inhale from your left nostril. Block your left. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right nostril. Exhale from the left. It's a two-way. Inhale from left, exhale from right, inhale from right, exhale from left. You are going to do the balance, left and right, right and left. Whichever the nostril you are inhaling, exactly opposite to that exhale. From whichever the nostril you have exhaled, inhale from the same side, exhale from the left. You can write it if you want. Left in, right out. Right in, left out. This is one full cycle. Anulom Vilom, this is called Nadi Shuddhi. This is called alternative breathing. This is called like you can remember whatever the way you want. This is like, I will show again. I will put the timer. This I'll put a little longer timer so that you guys can experience the ultimate bliss of this pranayama. Inhale from your left nostril. Exhale from the right nostril. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Am I clear with the instruction? Let me set with the timer. Close your eyes. Don't distract yourself with anything. Sit straight. Back erect. One thing I wanted you to adopt when you inhale, Remember, you are going to accomplish your goal. When you exhale, whatever is stopping you to reach that goal, that particular thing is letting you go out of your brain and your body. This is one of the affirmation I'm saying. If you are still feeling like no, I don't want to do, then no, okay, no problem. If you wanted to go with numbering, inhale 1 2, exhale 1 2, inhale 1 2, exhale 1 2. Adopt whatever the way you want, you feel comfortable. Okay, let me set with the timer. 3 2 1, go. Complete silence. Inhale from your left nostril. Exhale from the right nostril. Inhale from the right nostril. Exhale from the left nostril. If you guys are not clear with the instruction, just follow with my wording. Inhale from the left nostril. Don't go for any holdings. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right nostril. Your affirmation will be, I am going to accomplish my goal. When you are inhaling, your exhalation, whatever is stopping you to reach my goal, I am going to let it go out of my body, my brain. With every inhalation, I'm going to magnetize most and more of holistic abundance. Inhale from the left nostril. Exhale from the right. Very good. Inhale from the right nostril. Left hand should be kept down. People, whoever is having a shoulder issue, they can exchange their hand. Right hand down and left hand. Sharad Chandra, hand should be little down. It's not so high. Yes, you can go even little down also. No problem. You can do this pranayama at any time. There is no time limit. You can go with the maximum of 3 counts. Yes, yes, perfect. Tejasri, hand should be little down slightly. Yes. With every inhalation, I'm going to magnetize most and more of holistic abundance. With every exhalation, I'm going to maximize and actualize my potentials. Stop. Complete the countdown from the left nostril. Then take your hand down. Anything for the weight loss, I'll explain at the end of the sessions. Relax yourself. All of you relax. Am I okay if I continue for a little more while? For more 5-10 minutes? Okay. So these are the 5 ultimate pranayamas which helps you to energize yourself immediately. The minimum time period will be 5 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. But if you ask me, 15 minutes is the best. If you wanted to accomplish your goals, if you wanted to reach something, okay, one nostril is remained blocked and breathing becomes, so the same what I did in Kapalbhati. So you have to do that continuously for around 50 times, then this nostril will be automatically closed. opens. The same Kapalabhati. And for the weight loss, people are asking, and I just wanted to, these are the 5 pranayamas which helps you. For headache and migraine issues, the same pranayama what we did earlier, alternative breathing. In the next session, if sir permits, like we will go a little more deeper also. See, with every inhalation, think about your goal. Inhale, hold, think about your goal. You're going to accomplish. Your affirmation is very important because your brain is the magnet. Whatever you think, you will attract the same thing. Take out your fear. Like whatever the breathings I'm telling you, all these breathings will help you to eliminate all the negative thoughts, fears, imbalances, emotional issues. Everything will go out with these 5 breathings. These are the 5 ultimate pranayamas. You just take it down. First one is full breathing. 5 breathings. Show one more time, someone. I will explain at the end of the session. Apart from that, how to start your day also I'll help you. So when you wanted to get up in the early morning or like anything morning, whenever you get up, first thing you do is the moment you get down from the bed, drink 1 glass of warm water. 1 glass of warm water. Whether you like it or you don't like it, you hesitate it also, don't worry. But first 1 glass of warm water will help you to cleanse your bowel. Why I'm forced? Because there are so many toxins inside your body. So many impurities will keep on reaching. See, if you ask me to sit here continuously for years, automatically impurities will start reaching, and it becomes a big issue, right? So every day, whatever you eat, that has to flush out through the toxins. For that purpose, you have to drink 1 glass of warm water. People whoever is having constipation issues, they can go with 2 glasses of warm water, and day by day increase up to 1 liter. And how to drink that warm water, I will say. You have to sit in this position, Indian squat position. Am I visible? Like this. So Indian squat position. Sit in this position, because why this helps you to open up your intestinal tract. Then automatically the bowel movement will becomes more easy for cleansing. Then after that, start your day with 3 positive thoughts. Don't we get 3 positive thoughts in the whole our life? We have parents, happy for that. We have food to eat, clothes to wear, all these things, happy for that. Three positive thoughts. So this helps you to attract all the positiveness into your life. 3 positive thoughts. Then if you ask me to suggest, if you don't want to put on weight during these sessions, don't eat idli dosa, puri, bonda, all these things. What to eat? The next question is the same thing, right? So you can eat something like upma. Yuck. So I know, because I came from the same place. So start taking more protein food. How to start your day? Like whatever is available with ourselves. Palli chikki, you all know, right? Palli laddu, palli chikki, our mammas will do, right? So palli laddu, it's a rich source of protein. Palli is a good protein which helps you to improve your metabolism, which helps you to improve your hemoglobin levels. So for North Indian, then I have to go search North Indian dishes also. Overnight soaked oats. You just soak the oats night side in the milk, put it in the fridge. Next day morning before eating, you add 1 fruit, whatever you like, apple or banana or pomegranate or whatever it is, you mix it in that and eat. You will feel so heavy. Peanut chikki, yes, perfect. Groundnut, yes, peanut chikki, groundnut, palli laddu, all these. You can have 1 peanut laddu, which helps you to improve your protein levels, because that protein, when there is high level of protein, there will be less level of putting on weight. Protein will helps you to improve your muscle. It will not helps you to gain weight. Okay, but if I say eat palli laddu, don't eat 4-5 laddus, eat 1 laddu. Okay, and milk you can have, no problem. What I ask is only that idli dosa, that dal will allow you to feel breezy. Like I experienced it so many times. When poha you can have no problem. That oats, means safflower oats, wheat oats, ragi oats, flaxseed, anything you can eat, but not which is related to high carbs. Why I will say, because these dals will allow you to make your brain browsy after eating idli dosa. Have you ever experienced that feeling, browsy, feeling sleepy? I'm the one about among all of that. So the same thing, if you don't want to experience the same thing, if you don't want to find, start your day with less carbs, high protein. You will find so many foods which are rich with the protein sources. I'm not saying not to eat, not eat everything, but millets also you can eat. Millet you can eat, but not that rice you can eat once in a while. If you wanted to idli dosa, you can eat once in a while. People, whoever is very fond, like to do that. And afternoon meal you can have perfectly, because when sun is there, you can eat nicely and you can digest it nicely. One full plate of rice, 3 to 4 full chapatis, because you are studying so much, then automatically you have to consume more food. Your brain need more oxygen levels, which comes with more of food only. So you have to eat proper meal in the afternoon, like sprouts or some boiled pallis or something you can eat evening as a snack. And during the dinner, when it comes to dinner, try to take light food, not non-veg in the night. There are very few things. I'm not a big nutrition, but whatever. Why only upma? Because upma is less with the carbs, which is easy to digest, which helps you to activate your brain. Light foods always helps you to, you see, vegetarians are very active with this, with the brain and everything. Because why? Because non-veg makes you, I'm not against non-veg, don't scold me. Non-veg makes, it takes 24 to 48 hours to digest inside your stomach. So that is why you'll feel like that heaviness for the next 1 or 2 days. If you eat non-veg, next day also your body will not bend forward and back. You ask me, I'll say, because I'm the one who experienced all these things, so I'm saying all this. Eat non-veg in a moderate quantity, that also in the afternoon, not during the night times. Don't eat warm water along with lemon, you can have no problem. Warm water along with lemon, and along with honey you can have. Vitamin C is very important. You can take whatever the sources you can get through your available sources. I'm not saying to take supplements or all this. We have everything in the natural foods itself only. Avoid afternoon sleep. How to avoid afternoon sleep? That is what, eat rice. If you are eating this much rice, eat this much curry. Double the rice. Your curry should be double than your rice. Then automatically you can, after eating, don't drink the cold water, drink warm water only for small glass. My suggestion is not to drink water. If you wanted to drink water, drink warm water, because Chinese follow this, because they used to drink green tea, all these things. If you are having those availability, you can take green tea or all those things. Next one is, people are asking asanas for reducing weight. It is not a small session to reduce weight, but I will say very simple asanas which helps you to tummy area. Only this area will improve when you are sitting continuously, for sitting jobs, for sitting in the system. So I will show very few asanas, 2 to 3 asanas, not more than that. Now you are like this. Okay, your back should be straight. This is called Navasana. Okay, now hold this position. Exhale down, inhale, exhale down, inhale 3, exhale down. This, it is like if you put ghee on the stove, how the fire it burns, the same way the fat inside your stomach area will start burning this. This is one of the best asana for reducing your belly. And the other asana also I'll say. I think most of you are familiar with the gym. Doing high plank or elbow plank. You hold this for the maximum level, whatever the way you want. Like your whole body should start shivering even in the earlier position or this position. These are the two best positions for reducing your belly. Only belly area I'm saying. People whoever is having heavy hip issues, for them also I'll say. This is called Marjari, like cat camel position. So inhale, you will be placing the similar hand, same shoulder level gap in between your hands and feet. Okay. Now inhale up, exhale down. This will help you to work on your abdomen. If you want to work with your abdomen and thighs together, inhale up. I'm stretching my leg out. Exhale down. See, I'm pulling my stomach in. See my stomach area, my thigh, hip, three together working. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Am I clear? If you wanted to make it more effective, take the support from the opposite hand. Inhale deeply. Exhale. But I suggest only the basic phase so that your body will not allow to balance more. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale. If you want it to become more effective, do rotations here, clockwise and anti-clockwise rotations. So this area will not put on. Okay. And for the back pain, this is a major issue I wanted to discuss. Thanks for someone whoever has remembered. If you are sitting continuously, your back starts paining. See, this is my lying down position. I'm placing my hands first parallel with my ears. Inhale deeply. Exhale. If this is not comfortable for you guys, place your hands little forward. Only that tailbone area, exactly the sacral area has 2 points. That is a trigger point for the back pain. If you are still more flexible, place your hands next to the shoulders. Hold it. Because this is your sitting position. This is your anti position, counter posture. When you sit continuously, this area will become more tightened. You have to open that area. This is the only posture for menstruation issue also. Hold for the maximum level. When you feel like it's stretching, then this is one more posture. You guys can see me, right? This is called Mandukasana, like a frog. Okay. This helps you to relax. And this is Bhujangasana. These two are the postures for the back pain. Every day before starting your session studying, after completion of studying, do these two. The fat will not reach to abdominal area and it helps you to, because one more thing I wanted to say, if you're continuously sitting, people start complaining, I'm getting back pain. My back has become stiff. Actually, the problem is not with the back. Problem is with the hip joints, with the thighs. Because with continuous sitting hours, these nerves will be stuck completely. So what happens when you are doing this? Automatically, this area will become stiff and it will not allow you to stretch more. That is why you start complaining back pain, back pain. This is not the back pain, this is hip joint pain. What you have to do for this is, place your hands like this, do this position. Squat only, but here you are opening your hip. It helps you to open up your hip groin area. This groin area is very important for sitting continuously. You guys can do it. If you are having any doubt, you can immediately experience it. This is the main posture. Come back. Inhale deeply. Exhale. People with PCOD issues, people whoever is having problem with back pain, knee pains, they can do this. Back pain issue, don't do. Other people can do it. Exhale. Okay, this is also one more posture. We will continue learning. Now I have told 5 postures and 5 breathings. Okay, the 5 postures, write it down. First one is boat posture, Navasana. Second one is plank, holding with the hands and legs. Yes. Third one is cat and camel, Marjari. This one. Fourth one, this one, Bhujangasana. Fifth one, squat. Am I clear with the 5 postures? So these 5 postures along with those 5 breathings, that itself is more than enough. If sir accepts for the next session, we will continue more and more learning. Because if you are having any doubts, just inform to me. According to that, I'll plan the next session also. Okay. Definitely, if you are having any doubts, just personally inform to sir or whatever the way, so that I can provide the session according to that. Whatever the way you want, I can schedule according to that. This is the basic session what you have I have given to you. I hope you guys are very happy with the session, and thank you so much for giving all your valuable time. Special thanks to Vivekananda sir for giving the opportunity, and loving you all, guys. See you next time with one more beautiful session with beautiful concepts. And fill the affirmations. Have your affirmations. Affirmation is the best way that where you can accomplish your goals. Signing off for the day. Thank you so much. Loving you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for this wonderful session.
Thank you, sir.
Like some of you guys have asked, if ma'am permits, I'll try to share her number with you, and also I'll ask a list of those which you have done in your class, done in present session, so that you can go through them. So we will better remember them. That's how it will be helpful to you, and also you can read this on daily basis. Hope you guys don't just watch like I have done. I had a call, so I could not.
Yeah, the main thing is you guys have to, sorry for the interruption, you guys have to be more more punctual about the practice. I have the mind, I'll see and I'll forget. Like if you keep on practicing, then the same thing you will apply. Automatically, you will feel that result within 15 days. Trust me, if you practice all these 15 days, you yourself can come back to me and say that I'm feeling a lot more better than the earlier. I'm very much sure about this. Be very cautious about your practice, and continue, sir. You continue because punctuality is very important in this.
Yeah. So I can definitely say it can enhance the quality of your complaint by 1 or 2 hours a day, even for week thing, right? So yes, try to follow all the suggestions given by ma'am. We also thank Kalyan for giving Parivartana platform for doing this session, and we conclude. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you everyone for attending this session.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.